Welcome to Mainstream Moto. I'm Mike, and today I'm in Vancouver, Washington, headed to Albany, Oregon. We're going to Mr. Ed's Moto to get a custom seat made for me to put on Felix. I am really excited about it because I've had that bike for about 9 years and I've dealt with that seat and it's starting to get really uncomfortable. So today that bike's going to get a lot more comfortable for me. Hopefully you find it interesting tagging along. So we're here at Mr. Ed's. They already got me in. They got me in really quick today. They basically just opened the garage door and went inside, got that thing set up, and they're going. So let's go ahead in and see what they're doing.
Fire away.
Okay, so we're back in Montana. Did the long 600-mile ride back from Vancouver. I've also done a few day rides on this since then. And let me tell you, this thing is night and day from what it used to be. This thing was causing all kinds of problems and pain in my tailbone, and all of that pain is completely gone. They did an absolute fantastic job at this thing. I'm going to set this up over here so that I don't have to hold it. And it was actually a really good experience too. The overall service was just fantastic. Now there are some things I would say that you can keep in mind if you're going to go get this done, which I highly recommend going and getting this done. One of the things is to have a general idea of what you want, but not like a rigid idea of what you want. So for example, I printed this out So this is just like a little guideline of what I wanted, and as you can see, I mean, if you were to analyze that picture and then look at this, you'd see that there are some definite differences. So I just had a general idea of what I wanted, but at the same time, I don't know what I'm doing. And that's where their expertise really comes into play, because they were able to make some changes to make this really look good on the bike. I was also under the impression that I was going to use certain materials. I wanted a very tough material for this back seat section because I strap a lot of stuff onto the back of my seat. And I had the intention of using a very specific material that I thought would be tough, but it wasn't tough. So that's not something that probably you and I would normally know, yet they do. Get you a little closer here. So this is a distressed gray vinyl right here, along with this little accent piece right here. This is called gripper right here. And then I do not remember what this stuff is called. If I can find out what it is, I'll put it on the screen down at the bottom there. But I don't remember what this is. But this was the toughest stuff that they had, and this was some new stuff that they got. And to be honest, this came out better than what I was expecting. I was not expecting this to come out looking as good as it does. It looks better than my expectations. They exceeded it. So it's good to give it a little bit of thought. I like to think that this was thought out pretty well, but a lot of the thinking happened when I was down there. So like I said, this is tough so that I can strap stuff down. This I just tried to match with some of the other parts of the bike with a gray. The pleated is so that you can get a little bit more airflow on here. And this gripper part, that's so that you can have some grip while you're doing some off-road. You know, if you're going to be doing some leaning and sticking your knee into the side here. The seat also works when you're not even sitting on it. How about that? And just so everybody knows, I did pay full price for this seat. I didn't get any discount by making a video or anything. I do not miss a single penny that I spent on it, so that might tell you something. Instead of telling you how much this costs, I would suggest that you call them and find out how much it costs. It's a little bit more expensive than just buying an aftermarket seat, but this is a custom-made, one-of-a-kind, handcrafted work of art that can be designed specifically for you. And to me, that price difference is worth having a custom seat as opposed to an aftermarket seat. So if you live in the area of Mr. Ed's Moto and you want to get a custom seat done, it's definitely worth it. They do a fantastic job. They're super friendly. It's a great experience. I do want to thank Ryan and Dawn again for doing such a fantastic job on this seat, getting it to fit right, and doing such a great job on the covering and everything. You exceeded my expectations, and I'm super, super happy with it. Another thing you can do is they have gobs and gobs and gobs of pictures of custom seats that they've done. So make sure you check out their gallery and see what they've done when you try to get an idea as to what you want done. And try to find that balance of having an idea of what you want and being open to use their expertise to your advantage. And I also wanted to thank my friends again for hanging out there all day with me while I was getting this done. I appreciate you guys. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. So if you live in that area of mainstream moto, it's not mainstream moto, idiot. I do want to thank Ryan and